Hello, dear students. This is Dr. Govind Saraswat, Assistant Professor in English from Government College, Dikana. Dear students, today I am going to tell you something about a nature sonnet written by William Wordsworth. The title of the sonnet is The World is Too Much With Us. The author William Wordsworth was born in 1770 and is regarded as the pioneer poet of the Romantic Age. In the history of English literature, the beginning point of the Romantic Age is taken to be the year 1798. It is the same year in which William Wordsworth published his lyrical ballads in collaboration with S.T. Coleridge. They were close friends, and together they gave a new identity to Romantic poetry. It has its own unique features, the Romantic poetry. The first one is the description of nature. Now, this description of nature is not just an ordinary one, it is unique in itself. If you want to know how nature is described in Romantic poetry, you should go through the poems of William Wordsworth and some later romantics like P.B. Shelley and John Keats. The second feature is related to the use of language. The language of Romantic poetry is simple and devoid of any artificial elements, devoid of the use of unnecessary figures of speech also, the way the poets of the new classical age have used for the sake of ornamentation. Then we find the description of supernatural elements. So these are some basic features. There are some more, but we will discuss the romantic age and romantic literature in another lecture. Right now, we are concerned with the sonnet, The World is Too Much With Us. It is an Italian sonnet because the 14 lines of this sonnet are divided into two parts: octave, having the first 8 lines, and susset, the remaining 6 lines. This sonnet is the complaint of William Wordsworth, and he provides his solution also in the susset. It begins on it begins with an ironical and satirical note when he says the world is too much with us. Now the use of the word world here is symbolic. It stands for modern materialistic world. The poet is a bit angry with the fact that we human beings are too much preoccupied with these materialistic activities in our life, late and soon, getting and spending. The poet regrets that, like a machine, we keep ourselves busy from early hours of the morning till late midnight. And why do we do so? Only to earn more and more money and then planning how to spend. So, in this way, according to Wordsworth, we are just wasting our powers. Human beings have great potential and they should invest their time and energy into something that is creative, that can afford us peace of mind. There should be a balance between our professional and personal life. Yes, we need to earn money, it's okay, but what is the use in being like a machine? We should spare some time for our personal life also, where we can do what we love. This will certainly refresh us. The beauty of nature is also refreshing, but the grim reality is little we see in nature that is ours. Nature is open to everyone, but we ignore it. We ignore this bliss of nature. This is something unwanted and unnecessary. And the reason behind it is that we have given our hearts away a sordid boon. William Wordsworth here has hit the ultimate truth behind all this behavior of modern men. The reason is the human beings have attached their emotions to a sordid boon. Now, this phrase is an example of oxymoron. ऑक्सीमोरोन में क्या होता है कि दो वर्ड्स होते हैं जिनका अपोजिट मीनिंग होता है और उनको साइड बाय साइड प्लेस किया जाता है। जैसे यहाँ पे बोन का मतलब वरदान है और सोडेड का मतलब अभिशापित। तो ऐसा वरदान जो अपने आप में अभिशापित है। और वर्ड्सवर्थ हैज़ used this phrase in relation to money, and he says that the human beings, the reason behind our negligence of nature is that the human beings have attached their emotion to money. They have replaced this beauty of nature with money. In the next four lines, William Wordsworth presents a beautiful picture of nature. He says, "The sea that bears her bosom to the moon, the winds that will be howling at all hours, and are upgathered now like sleeping flowers." Just imagine, just imagine yourself sitting at a seashore on this bench. It is a perfect moonlit night. The sea is calm and cool wind is blowing slowly. It is the same wind that keeps howling throughout the day, but it seems as if the wind is tired now and it has upgathered like the sleeping flowers. The petals of the flowers are folded, so it seems as if the flowers are sleeping. This is just an example of the beauty of nature. There are many more lovely spectacles into the lap of nature, like this, like this, and this one reminds me of a song, an old classical one. ये रातें, ये मौसम, नदी का किनारा, ये चंचल हवा. Now, the question is, do we have enough time to enjoy this bliss of nature? Can we make this beauty of nature a part of our life? Such experiences will certainly provide us moments of joy in future. There will be a kind of satiety in all the materialistic things. It is a fact that we can buy objects in this world, but not such memories. So, mind it, we have to or we need to make such beautiful memories before we ourselves become a memory. This is the complaint of William Wordsworth, or you can say this is the message of William Wordsworth, that there is a whole lot of beauty in nature. Just spare some time to go into the lap of nature and enjoy its bliss. It will be healing for you. Why? Why have I used the word healing? Because many times we feel that we are grief stricken. There is a stress hovering over our mind, and then how can we get refreshed? Many of us want to be alone in a solitary atmosphere where we can sit alone, and just by sitting there under a tree in a garden, you will feel the indirect healing influence of nature. The cool and still atmosphere where the birds are chirping and the wind that passes through the leaves of the tree, they create their own sonorous music. And we gradually begin to feel that our stress is reduced and we are relieved of the tension. This is the bliss of nature. It is like our friend, a nurse, and above all, like mother. We don't speak or we don't share what is ailing us to nature, but the company of nature works in its own way. Wordsworth, in these lines, tries to make us feel what we human beings are missing by being too much busy in our materialistic activities. एक कहावत है, सॉरी, कि जंगल में मोर नाचा किसने देखा, तो जाना पड़ेगा ना देखने के लिए. अब कई जने ये सोचेंगे कि क्या स्पेशल इसमें, तो मत देखिए, बने रहिए मशीन की तरह. और अगर नाचते हुए उस मोर को देख के खुशी महसूस होती है, तो आपको बधाई, यू आर स्टिल अ ह्यूमन बीइंग। आप महसूस कर रहे हैं उस पल की वैल्यू को, जो कि हो सकता है आने वाले टाइम में आपको उतनी ही खुशी दे जितनी कि आप देखते हुए फील करते हैं। इस सृष्टि में बहुत खूबसूरती है। अपना समय दीजिए, जाइए और निहार कर उन यादों को बनाइए जो मन को सुकून दे सकती है। पैसा ये सुकून नहीं दे सकता। एंड देन विलियम वर्ड्सवर्थ इज सैड because for this, for everything, we are out of tune. We are not attuned with this beauty of nature. There is a bliss which we can feel when we spare some time and go into the lap of nature and enjoy the beauty. But this is the complaint of William Wordsworth. This is the complaint of William Wordsworth, that why this is so. the thing the things which are really useful and really that can really afford us joy and peace of mind are neglected, and something temporary and transitory things have replaced them. इतनी सस्ती भी नहीं है नेचर, और महंगी इतनी है कि पैसा भी नहीं खरीद सकता वो एक्सपीरियंस जो आप वहाँ पे जाएंगे, क्योंकि नेचर की जो ब्यूटी होती है ना, अपने आप में वाइल्ड होती है, और वाइल्ड में ही वो ब्यूटी होती है। एक आप गार्डन में जाते हैं, वहाँ की एक अलग सिस्टमेटिक वे में उसको मेंटेन किया हुआ होता है, लेकिन जब आप जंगल में जाते हैं वहाँ पे बेतरतीब तरीके से वो पेड़ वगैरह जो है वो उगे हुए होते हैं, किसी भी कोने में हो सकता है कि कुछ हो। सो एक एडवेंचर आप फील करते हैं वहाँ पे, उसका अपना ही एक अलग मज़ा है। सो दिस इज़ वॉट वर्ड्सवर्थ tries to say, that we need to spare some time and we should not ignore nature. Then in the Susset, uh, William Wordsworth's complaint comes to the fore. It begins with this question of William Wordsworth, that why does it not move us? He says that it moves us not, great God. He gets angry at the behavior of modern civilized people, and he says that if civilized people and educated people behave in such a way, then he doesn't want to be one among them. Rather, he would like to be one who used to live in close connection with nature, the pagan who were pure and worshipped nature. And why does Wordsworth want to be a pagan? Because he says that I would rather be a pagan, circled in a creed outworn, and the reason is, so might I, standing on this pleasant lea, have glimpses that would make me less forlorn. The word forlorn reminds me of some lines written by Francis Bacon when he says that crowd is not company and face is just gallery of pictures. Bacon ने बिल्कुल सही कहा है, क्योंकि कई बार भीड़ में होकर भी हम अकेला महसूस करते हैं, और कभी कभी अकेले होकर भी इतना अकेलापन महसूस नहीं होता। पैराडॉक्सिकल है, पर पैराडॉक्सेस हमेशा ग्रेटर ट्रुथ्स की तरफ इशारा करते हैं। अगर जुड़ाव या अपनापन महसूस ना हो तो आप साथ रहने वाले भीड़ का हिस्सा बन जाते हैं। अपनापन ही है जो हमें आपस में जोड़ता है। So he says that I don't want to be one among those civilized people, and I want to be a pagan, so that when I stand on this pleasant lea, I would be able to have glimpses of this beauty of nature and I will feel less lonely. And then he would be able to have sights of Proetus rising from the sea, or hear old Triton blow his wrenched horn. These two allusions related to Proetus and Triton, they are old Greek sea gods. This one, this image is of Proetus, and this is old Triton. Why William Wordsworth has used these two use the reference of these two sea gods is because the uh, it is a rare experience in itself. It is not possible for everyone to have the glimpse of these two sea gods. But if you are pure, if you are a worshipper of nature, only then it can be a possibility for you. And I want to I want to experience this rare aspect of nature also. So this is all about the content of the sonnet. The world is too much with us. Let us discuss some technical features. As I have told you that the use of there are some figures of speech used in this sonnet. The first one is in the first line. He has used the symbol word for modern materialistic world. Then he has used oxymoron in the phrase a sordid boon. And in the next line, William Wordsworth personifies nature. He personifies sea. It seems as if the sea is trying to embrace the moon. Then he has used some allusions in pagan Proetus and Triton. He has made the references, and if we want to know more about them, we have to look somewhere else that will relate the whole knowledge. This is me, Govind, urging you to plant and protect trees. I hope that I could communicate the message of William Wordsworth, which he has penned down in this beautiful nature sonnet. The world is too much with us. Thank you. I hope that you enjoyed the lecture. Thank you.